kindly turn down your fandom and be a medical professional? Because I'm fading in and out.
Yo, man. One of the most interesting, funniest guys you're going to see on that comic circuit. Also on that big movie screen now. He's done a lot to get to where he is today. He's been a part of a lot of great jokes and a lot of great controversy all at the same time in one big career. Give it up for the one and only Hannibal Burress.
What's happening, man? What's that? I hadn't heard, that joke. I hadn't heard that. I ain't even. It's something that after a few years you forget how they go.
Yeah.
And it was like something that was really about that time because that was a real thing that happened.
What happened?
I got in a car accident in Charleston, South Carolina. I was in the back seat, and so I was doing shows with Aziz at that time, and so he came to the hospital, and the people working at the hospital were really fanning out and ignoring me, even though my skull was fractured, and people were like, it was nurses like, Aziz, can I get a selfie? I'm like, and I'm laid out. I'm like, hey, for real? Can you just wait until they put me under or something? You just gonna really get the selfie now as a bleeding man lays under you. All right.
There was another story you told where you did a show, and afterwards you were eating wings, and a guy came up to you and was bugging you about like, yo, can I get a picture? You said, hey man, just let me finish these wings.
It made me so mad because the place was so dead. It was only like 8 people there, and I'm like, let me just finish the wings real quick. And he was like, you just come on, you want me to take a wing or a picture? And I said, I want you to get the fuck out of my face right now, please.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm mellowing. I'm mostly mellow. I stopped drinking, chilling, man.
Wow. How long it's been?
5 months. 5 months.
That's
yeah.
big. That's big.
Yeah.
What made you stop?
It takes up a lot of time. When you think about
it,
it takes up time when you drink it. Then if you get a hangover, then it takes up time on the other side. It's too much stuff to do, man.
Wow, you hear that? Look at Heather's face just changed when you said I stopped drinking.
What were you drinking?
Right, and how much of it?
A lot of it. A lot of it, but it's still, man. It's poison, man. I'm trying to be healthy.
Go that far.
that's a drinker right there.
It's about moderation.
It is, but it's still a moderate amount of poison.
That was Jesus' first miracle.
Well, Gabriel Iglesias just stopped drinking too because he said it was affecting him on the road. Like he was spending so much time away from his family, so he decided to give it up because he was using that as a way to cope. And everything is about mental health right now and addressing it when it needs to be addressed instead of finding out later. Like Anthony Bourdain, like nobody even knew that the guy had demons and these issues and things. So it's good to.
Did you have demons?
I think there's a little bit of demons, but also with doing comedy, it's around so much, and it's easy to drink, and it's really just built into the comedy culture where before you start getting paid for stand-up, they say, this is not a paid show, but you get 2 drink tickets.
Yeah.
Like you start getting liquor as currency
Wow.
before you start getting money. So then I think, and it's just around all the time. 2 drink minimums in the comedy club. Like you have to drink to be that. So it's just always around and it's usually free, so it'd be easy to get trashed, man.
Yeah, but see, you wouldn't have like back in 2012 if you weren't drinking, man. You wouldn't have been able to do the Eric Andre show. I mean, the shit y'all, man.
Eric Andre show, I was always sober on there. I might have maybe one episode I had a couple drinks before, but that was just a long day of shooting, and towards the end I'll have a couple, but for the most part, sober, never high. People always say, you high during that? No, I couldn't be high. There's too many cameras to be high. Like if I was high right now, I'd just be like, all right, Sway, that was good. Too many cameras feels weird. This is intense right now. It's very bright in here, and I gotta bounce. So I couldn't really do a lot of work high.
Yeah.
No.
Man, you've had so much happen in your career, from Saturday Night Live, Eric Andre show, to stand up, to all the successes you had.
Yeah.
What is this new film, Tag? What does that rank on your list of successful ventures you partake in?
Tag it's pretty high up there just because it's my biggest role. You know, I've done a good amount of movies.
Spider-Man.
I've done Spider-Man, Daddy's Home, Neighbors, but these were cool movies and they were bit roles. You know what I mean? I come in, say something, a couple scenes, and get out of there. And it was dope, and it gave audiences kind of a way to get familiar with me in little brief moments. But this one, I'm in it throughout, so it was a different level of responsibility. And seeing it, I got to see it with an audience a couple times last week, and it did really well. So I'm excited for it to get out.
Let's talk about new film Tag in theaters on June 15th.
Please tell me what's going on here.
Our group of friends has been playing the same game of tag for 30 years.
What?
For the entire month of May, every year we play tag. You got me. You never know when someone's gonna pop up.
Congratulations, buddy. You're it.
Doing great, Anna.
Our buddy Jerry, he's the best that ever played.
And now he wants to retire.
Never been tagged. Just saying. So who's it?
You can't touch this. This is the year we get Jerry. You can't touch this.
Eat my dick.
Balls.
But ice cream.
What?
He knows I'm lactose intolerant. He's taunting me.
There it is. Tag, man. You starring as Kevin Sable. Two things I noticed about that trailer. First of all, thank you for giving my man Hammer some publishing money. That's my family. That's Oakland. You know, we just sweeping everything up nowadays. No pun intended. Tag is a what, man? You got a problem with that?
Hey, man, you know what? I don't want to get into that.
What is it to get into?
Nothing, man. Congratulations, congratulations.
Yeah, what you can say.
Congrats, man. I ain't even from Cleveland. It's just like again with this Warriors thing. People were rooting for him at like that first championship.
Yeah,
the country was behind him. Oh, look at this! And it was fun, and they're shooting, and now it's like, okay, enough.
Country hating. The whole country of haters, bro. Don't want us to win because we win. That's confusing.
Right.
Tag is such a universal game. You know.
Yeah.
You know. Tell us the backstory. This is based on a true story.
It's based on a true story. Yeah, I met these guys. They came through set, but they've been playing tag for 30 years as grown-ups, as a way to just kind of keep in touch. But they take it to another level where they dressing in disguises, popping up at their jobs, and popping up at funerals and weddings, and just a tag. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty extreme that they took it to that level, but we worked with it, man. It was fun.
That sound like fun, right?
Yeah, let me ask, because I've been reading about this everywhere online, but I haven't necessarily confirmed whether it's true or not. Jeremy Renner broke both his arms. Early into shooting, and they had to use some sort of
second or third day
digital, visual or something to.
I think they CGI'd a little bit, but yeah, he broke his arms, man, and he kept shooting. He shot the rest that day. I know if I broke my arms, I'd be like, yeah, this is done. Broke my arms. I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm not just leaving set. I'm leaving the movie business. Like, no, this is a bad sign. Right?
He literally broke his arms and kept shooting.
Kept shooting. Yeah,
in pain,
I guess he likes acting.
I love acting.
You gotta like your job.
Damn, shit.
He's an Avenger. He can handle it.
If I sneeze in the morning, hey, I'm calling in sick.
Nah, man.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, breaking arms? Hell no.
Nah, man.
Okay, this is making me think of the Tony Awards that went down over the weekend, and the biggest headline that came out of this was Robert De Niro and how he had those words for Trump. I'm not sure if you heard, but citizens, if you guys didn't, this is what it sounded like.
I'm going to say one thing. Fuck Trump. It's no longer down with Trump. It's fuck Trump.
Yeah. So my question, Hannibal, is because anyone in front of a mic has some power, I'm also beginning to wonder, when you say something like that, does it do more bad than good because it's still pinning people against each other?
Well, I mean, I don't know if saying fuck Trump at the Tony Awards is that brave of a stance.
Yeah, for a room full of people who don't like Trump. Yeah,
at the Broadway Awards. Fuck Trump. Yeah.
You don't think he stepped out on a limb with that?
Well, he also banned Trump from all his Nobu restaurants.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's just on this and then he threatened them during the election, where he was doing these campaigns where De Niro was like, I'll fucking kick his ass and all this stuff. So I don't know.
What are your thoughts on that, man?
On what, just Trump or saying something against Trump?
Well, just actors, I guess, using their platform and speaking out.
Yeah, I mean, it helps. I don't know if that. I mean, a lot of people said fuck Trump.
Yeah.
This motherfucker seems to be Teflon. A lot of people, I mean, most people didn't even vote for him. He got less votes. So, I mean, he's able to kind of navigate the bullshit in a way many others haven't been able to.
Well, speaking of Teflon, you were doing your commentary on Philadelphia talking about Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Right? And you were the one that really got the media storm going, getting people interested in learning more about Bill Cosby's rape accusations.
Where did y'all get so many people in it?
You know what it is? That's Mike Muse. Mike Muse does our political news Mondays and Wednesdays. And DB is always there. He just showed up. He just showed up. Yeah, you wait for Heather. Yeah. All right, go ahead. What's your question, Mike?
So I'm just wondering, once Bill Cosby was found guilty recently, like what was going through your mind and what was your state of mind when that verdict came down?
It was kind of insane, man. When you're doing a stand-up bit, you don't really expect that kind of result from it. I was doing a bit, just talking about some things that I thought. So it's a pretty intense situation.
I wonder if you never did that, do you still feel like all of this would have unfolded?
I don't know, man. That's not something. I mean, you can't really say. It's not something you can really say.
Yeah, man, that happens to be your most popular bit ever now. Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Is my I mean, it varies. I mean, I do a lot. I feel like it wasn't even a fully developed bit. It was still
like you didn't even give it your best shot.
I wasn't even finished yet. It kind of got recorded and put out before I had finishing touches on it. So yeah, it wasn't my best bit.
Well, anyway, man, I appreciate your work.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate your talent. I got a chance. We bumped into each other at Soundset, matter of fact, a couple years ago, Heather. Wow. We were just both standing there, just wondering what the hell was going on.
What, at Soundset?
Soundset who was on that? Was the Roots that year? Yeah.
Quest, I think. I feel like, was he DJing that? Rich, you remember when we saw
at First Ave?
Yeah, First Ave.
At First Ave.
Yeah, we were at First Ave. Remember that year we went in
I went with you afterwards.
Rich is like, what?
I went
with you afterwards to First Ave where Quest was DJing.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're doing well, Hannibal. That's all I want to say.
Fuck that story.
Fuck that story, man. Yeah. All right, don't forget to check out Tag in theaters this Friday, man. Give out your social media if people want to reach us.
At Hannibal Burress for everything.
All right.
No numbers in there. No, the real. That's one of the. I mean, there's a lot of things that's weird about Trump. The weirdest one is that he's president and he has the real Donald Trump as his Twitter handle. Yeah, our president has real like a SoundCloud rapper in his shit. The president. Real is not fake. He didn't even just it's a lot of weird stuff about him, man.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You go ahead, man, if you want to breathe on it. Hannibal Burress, man. Yeah.